Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Roberto Burton. Now, as you see on the screen, this paper is here from Liberty University. I graduated from Oakwood University with a bachelor's in piano and percussion. Then I went to Alabama A&M to study music education. Then I stopped and did not finish. Got married, had kids, so marriage and life came first. Then finally went back and finished a master's degree in music education. Then went and finished a doctorate of music education, and then a final master's, turning back around in worship technology. What I've learned between HCBUs and predominantly white institutions is predominantly white institutions are big on research. They're big on paper formatting. Now, let me give, my kudos to Howard University. They just became a R1 institution, which means they're a research institution, which means the topic I'm going to talk to you about right about now is about paper formatting. Paper formatting or formatting papers to turn in for whatever reason for academic writing is huge because that's what they're basing things on. Our provost this week asked us to look at some writing samples of students. And I said, well, is there a format? Is there a guideline? So I don't want to do things and not help show you at least what I'm looking for. I'm going to talk to my department chair, Dr. Adu, and also the Department of Music, just to say, hey, what are we looking for in these papers? First thing, as you see right here, is, and let me tell you about the textbook, and I'll have to show that reference as well. I'm looking at a book called A Manual for Writers of Research Papers, Theses, and Dissertations. It's the 9th edition, and it's the Chicago style. It deals with Turabian formatting and APA formatting. So that's the book that I'm kind of referencing from. And they have a sample paper, which is in front of you. First title page. Looks fine, simple, straight to the point. Great. When you guys turn in your papers, here's exactly what I do. I don't even read it at first. I scroll all the way down to your references page. Because I want to know, where did you get your information from? What did you read? What did you type? And then what do we see? If we look here, couple things, like look at this one here, American Counseling Association, 2014. The ACA Code of Ethics, when it's in italicized, that's the title of the article. And here's the website. I'm not looking for that numerical number 5 because that's Turabian formatting, showing where you found whatever. We're not going that far. In APA format, at least Chicago style, what we're looking for, I just need to know where'd you get it from, what's the year, the article, and the website. If you're looking at an article, look at the one above here. It gives all 3 authors, the year, and then italicized here, you see it's from Herald Publishers, but the title of the article is right there. Here's what's important here. What I really want to see. Let's look at this next one. American Psychological Association. Here's the title of the article, Positive Transference, an APA Dictionary of Psychology. That's the book where it came from. But this book was online, so they said retrieved. And here's the date, August 31st, 2019. And here's the dictionary. So again, when I'm looking at your papers, the first thing I do, I just scroll down to the references. I read the I look at the reference, I look at the article, I read it kind of thoroughly. Then I go back and read what you've written, and it'll tell me whether you've read it or not. It's very easy because they show us how to look for, keywords or this, that, and the other. I'm going, oh, they read it. Now, Morris Brown is not as stringent on this, but you're not supposed. No, let me take this back. In predominantly white institutions, they don't want you to write in first person. Me, I don't mind because I want to know your opinion, because in the assignment we're asking, what do you think about X, Y, and Z? So, and that's one of the reasons why I am teaching in the business department, because this qualitative and quantitative research are really asking you, hey, what do you think when you're looking up these SLOs or these student learning outcomes? We're trying to find out, what do you think? So I want to hear I read and or I don't understand. I actually want to know. When you're doing other types of formattings, they'll tell you, but that's fine. Oh, my window is open, so if you hear a car, goes back, that's the other thing. Goes by, don't worry about that. Now, let's look at this here. And this is huge, but again, this is not Morris Brown's rules on this. Self-plagiarisms. Basically, you can't use another paper against yourself. Like if you wrote a paper for this class and then another class, oh, I want to use that paper. You can't do that. In some institutions, please understand that. I don't know what the rule is here, but you can see for yourself. And again, in the announcement, I'm going to post this same document so you can at least see it here. Anyway, off that horse. Then I come back and I then start reading. One thing was huge for me in school, which my daughter has issues with, and I have issues with. I had issues with reading comprehension. If I read something, I don't read it just once. I read it several times, at least 2 or 3, take notes, then move on. By the time I've done reading the article or the journal entry or the book, I have at least 2-3 pages of notes that I can reference to that are totally in my words versus exactly what I see in front of me. Then when I go back to answer the question or this, that, and the other, I've got enough information right here on my iPad to go, oh, this is nice. Okay, they're going to understand this is in my words. Now, don't get me wrong. I think the new... I'm working off a MacBook Pro. The new update has Chat GPT and also a new version of whatever, Grammarly, down inside Word, where people can literally change what they're saying or clean it up. Grammarly, I use it, but I leave out the AI feature, meaning just fix my grammar, but I don't need you to say something else that I didn't say, because Turnitin will flag it and recognize it. So what I try to do is use all the features without the AI stuff, because even here, this is a PDF document, but right here you see at the top, it will help you in a second, because now it's all embedded in the programs. So I understand why stuff gets flagged, because it's embedded in the programs we use in Word, in pretty much everything. In Pages, it's like it's embedded in. So a lot of times folk go, I didn't use it, not realizing it's embedded in the program. But please, let's not use that as an excuse. 10 times out of 10, if I'm writing a document, I'm old school. My doctoral dissertation, I wrote everything down on a yellow piece of paper before it went to Microsoft Word. And AI wasn't that big, but it was coming into play. By the time I got out of graduate school, and now we're teaching this, that, and the other, AI is all over the place. So again, to avoid those things, you can turn off the AI features. Yes, you want to check for grammar, because if your sentences don't make sense, or I don't see a comma, some of you have written, run-on sentences that I don't see as commas. I mean, I don't see commas in the sentences. I'm going, okay, they wrote this late at night and don't understand. We need a break in what you're saying, because I actually read these papers out loud. It's something about doing that. Last thing. Yeah, title page. Great. Just tell me who you are. Let's just make it really simple. I'm not big on that. Oh, last thing. Please, ladies and gentlemen, do this for me. Top right-hand corner. Number your pages. Just number them. I want to see what number page number it is. So when I actually pull it up on my iPad, and when I print it out to look at it, I want to know what page it is instead of messing it up. Because then if not, I got to go back and I actually number it myself so I don't lose pages. All right, I was keeping that short. That's just something I just noticed in grading your assignment 1 and assignment 2. Thanks, everybody.